There are so many negative progressions available. If winning long-term is your goal, completely avoid those. If you are still persistent in using them, here is a better version of all those negative progressions. This money management strategy offers a balanced way to handle negative progressions in Baccarat. It reduces risk, makes you feel more comfortable, and gives you flexibility in how much you bet. This makes it safer and easier to stick with than traditional systems like Martingale or Fibonacci, which can quickly lead to very high bets that are hard to keep up with during losing streaks. Here is how it works. 1. Initial bet. Start with a base bet, which is a small percentage of your total bankroll, for example, 1 to 2% at max 5%. Step 2. After a loss. If you lose, increase your next bet by a fixed increment, not based on the previous bet amount. For example, after a loss, you might increase your next bet by 1 unit or 2 units, depending on your bankroll size. Step 3. After a win, return to your initial base bet. Step 4. Progression adjustment. If you encounter a series of losses, for example, 2 to 3 losses in a row, adjust your bet incrementally but not exponentially. The goal is to recover losses gradually instead of making aggressive jumps. Step 1. Start with your base bet. You decide that your first bet will be 1 unit, which is a small percentage of your total bankroll. For example, if your bankroll is $100 and you choose 1% as your unit, your base bet is $1. You can adjust the unit size between 1% and 5% depending on how much you're comfortable betting. Step 2. After the first loss. If you lose the first bet, you don't just double it like some other systems. Instead, you increase your next bet by just 1 more unit. So now, you bet 2 units. If you lose again, your next bet will be 3 units. Step 3. After a second loss. If you lose the second bet, you increase your next bet to 3 units. Again, if you lose, you increase your bet to 4 units for the next round. Step 4. When you win. Once you finally win, you go back to your base bet of 1 unit, no matter how many losses you had before. You can use maximum bet selection strategy with this money management strategy, which is available on our website for completely free. Knowledge is power. ABDLC. Play with confidence and enjoy the results.